Happy March 1st. It's kind of a gray day. It might rain tomorrow, we'll see. But I am on the hunt for some pieces because Carl and I are going to Disney tomorrow. Not a big shocker there, but tomorrow there is like an Adventureland day. It's similar to like Dapper Day vibes, but it's just these Disney fans who choose a day at the parks to like meet up, have photo ops. There's like even a little treasure slash scavenger hunt. So I signed up for that, and there are some pieces that I just am hoping to find maybe at Goodwill or somewhere locally, because I don't have like the tan, like khaki or, you know, adventure-esque themed pieces in my wardrobe. It's crazy how fast time is flying. Like, we're already in March. We're almost a quarter of the way done with 2025. That is insane. But anyway, I'm going to head into the shops and see if I find anything. Happy Sunday. I am wearing this interesting hat because Carl and I are going to the parks. There is like an unofficial Adventureland enthusiast meetup and like scavenger hunt happening at Disneyland today. I'm wearing the only like adventure themed items that I could find. I actually found this at Goodwill yesterday. The brim is a little bent, but we're gonna go with it. I got this insert for my cup holder because one of my Stanleys that I purchased, it's a smaller one. It doesn't quite fit properly. Like, you can see the handle's a problem. So I got this today. It's supposed to fit like so. It doesn't quite fit my car, my Toyota RAV, but let's see. I mean, it's just a little loose, so I don't know if that's ideal. I don't know if I want to keep that if it's going to be loose like that. We're going to have to head out quick because the scavenger hunt starts at 1 o'clock, and the people who participate and the first 800 people who figure out the answers to the clues get a piece of the treasure, so to speak. So we're going to head over really quick. All right, we just got to our parking spot. Thankfully that didn't take as long as I thought it might. We still took around almost 15 minutes from like turning towards the parking structure itself to actually parking in the spot.
But compared to the last time we parked in Mickey and Friends, where it was literally an hour.
And it's like almost, what, 11:30 at this point? We're in the Pixar side of the structure, and I don't recall ever parking on the Monsters Inc. level, so I feel like maybe that's a first. Since the scavenger hunt starts at 1 o'clock, we're gonna have an early lunch. I know that the Food and Wine Festival just started in DCA, but I think just timing wise, it's better to grab something maybe at Bengal Barbecue and be ready for the scavenger hunt. I don't know how long it's gonna take. We'll see. I've never done this. And then if we had time, we could always hop over to DCA, or I know we have a reservation later this month, so we can always save the festival for another day. But we're gonna head in. I don't know if it's gonna rain, but at least we do have an umbrella prepared. So we'll be getting text clues to be able to interpret the decoder, and then we'll use that to answer. There's another page with clues. There's multiple pages here of different stuff.
It's the one very, very bad.
Yeah. And then at the end there's treasure. So we have to decipher this. So there is a photo op at, I think, 12:30 for all the people. There's a lot of people. Yeah, they're gonna be taking it from up like at the train. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get food in time before the scavenger hunt starts, but we'll try. Sadly, I don't think we'll be able to be in the photo, but we're kind of a part of it in a sense. Carl's gonna wait in line at the Bengal barbecue. The scavenger hunt is supposed to start in about 7 minutes. Hopefully we have enough time to eat and do the scavenger hunt because the first 800 people get a prize. And there's a lot of people for like this event, so we'll see. Okay, so we scarfed food. I am still stuck on the third clue. It's mostly asking for like architectural things, like how many awnings are there on this building? Multiply it by this number. How many letters are above the ship on a window on Main Street where Starbucks is? So it's almost 1:30. We only have like 30 more minutes to do this. So I'm competitive and I've just left Carl to throw away our lunch trash and I'm walking towards Main Street to see how many dang letters are above the window because I kept trying multiple versions times 6 and nothing was giving me the next clue. So I'm stumped. I also don't know if there's maybe a limit to how many guesses you can make. They didn't say you'd be out of the game. I'd be sad if that were the case. So all my multiple guesses, nothing has happened. So clearly I'm not giving the right answer still. Well, at least it's good to know I'm not the only person who's a little bit behind because there's multiple people waiting to figure out how many letters are on this thing. Good grief. I gotta zoom in here. Okay, now we're heading over to the tree house. I can only go so far with searching images on Google of things around the park, but now we actually have to go up into the Adventureland treehouse to look for a parasol. Everything is number based for this system, so we have to text a number and it has to be the correct number for it to generate a new clue. Don't know if we'll be able to finish by 2 o'clock. I hope that they'll maybe let us have a little more time, but we'll see. Time to go up. I'm sure it's gonna be kind of busy. So we got some help. I don't know if it's like the person who runs the event, but there was someone like gazing with his little spyglass like directly at someone who was holding a parasol. So it was someone like in the event. It wasn't part of the attraction. And thankfully we didn't have to go up. They were just right there on the stairs. So now we're heading towards Frontierland to count some barrels. So at least, if anything, this is good exercise. It's making people move. I have no idea how many clues there are. I think we're on like question 5 or something. Maybe there's 10. It's just once I have my mind set on something, I'm pretty competitive about it. So I want whatever is at the end of this hunt. Okay, now we're heading over to Tomorrowland. These are details that you don't ever think about. We've been here hundreds of times, and I would never think to count how many barrels there are near the Frontierland gate. I guess whoever did this did a good job because it's not something that I can just magically think, oh, I know the answer. And they're making you multiply by a specific amount. So there's also that trick. Even if we don't get a prize at the end, at least this is still interesting compared to what we normally do when we come to the park. So it's still fun. Gotta document the beautiful pink. Next time we come, I'll bring my long camera lens and I'll get some really nice shots of these trees. There's no pink on the front. There's a little bit on that one, but not on this one. This is the last to bloom. All right, so the last clue is from here. You can see there's people sitting down to decipher. I don't know if it's 2 o'clock on the dot, but we gotta start cracking this code. So we were just about to start deciphering and we got a text saying the decoder is messed up. So now we are supposed to go to where the treasure is in Galaxy's Edge, which we are here near Matterhorn, so we have to go all the way across. And there's a bunch of us also just making our way this way. Yeah, nice. But maybe they'll just give us the prize. I don't know, but it just depends on how many people make it over there before we do. And I'm sure there'll be a wait. How many people do you think this is who are participating?
A lot.
Because they said the first 800 people get a prize. Dang, there's a lot of us here. Woo! Now we get to go through Fantasyland.
One's by Kylo Ren's ship.
Good question. There are two big middle doors. We'll see which ones are the ones we're supposed to go to. So it's not the Kylo Ren doors. It's not the First Order. We gotta keep going. The stormtroopers.
We're looking for a weak-weight pilot named Onaka.
All right, it's 2 o'clock, so we'll see how many people are at the end for the treasure. I have no idea how they're gonna be able to order this. There's not gonna be any order. Oh goodness.
Get up.
I got one more! Who wants it? Right here! And everybody else has one too here. Anybody with our name tags, those are our friends here. Come on down.
I got one. Now we gotta, whoops, excuse me. Now we gotta get out of here. They might be running out of pins soon. That was intense. It was fun, but intense. We didn't even have to decode it because it was messed up.
Alas.
But we still got to do all the clues, which was fun. It's a good idea. Very fun. We'll have to do it again next time. See what used to be of the ESPN zone with the athletes back there, the heads that used to move. I'm sure those are gonna come down. I'm curious, what if that's where Portillo's is gonna be?
Maybe.
What if they just make this over for more food and shops?
It could be.
Because they're gonna have the steakhouse
that.
and the barbecue where Tortilla Joe's is back there. And then this has been empty since the it was like an immersion thing a little bit. We'll see.